Everybody, Nate from the Kraemer Life. It is going to be mostly work today. I do want to get you guys caught up on where we are on this project of replacing the floor in the 1930s farmhouse. I moved the dehumidifiers over to this area so I have more space to work. I ended up removing more floor joists. I think I removed 6 more floor joists out of this area. I also removed a second portion of the mid-span beam right here. Kind of mark some things out like the bottom of the beam here, the top of the beam. So you can see I have the sill plate on. I have my, whatever this stuff is called. Got my, these are Simpson strong tie Titan screw bolts in there. And I had to do this in a couple sections. So the first section is a 10-foot run. The second section is a little bit less than a 6-foot run. I was gonna do this section here from the end of the 10-foot run to the wall. It would be about 9 feet, but it turns out that this concrete block foundation is not in line with the poured concrete foundation. So I had to split the sill plate up, but I think that's gonna be okay. The sill plate was a pain to get in because the floor joists, they were sitting on a bed of, I think it was like mortar or concrete mix. And so basically what I had to do is I had to cut all the way back to the end here and then grind down all of the piles that we had, that the floor joists were sitting on, and that created just a ginormous mess. Have just tons of, you can just see the fine dust that it created, and that stuff is just everywhere. Everything is just caked with that. And then I also supported our plumbing and electrical lines. Actually removed a lot of the electrical lines, turned off the circuit breakers, all that kind of stuff. So today we're ready to just start working. So let's just start working. All right, I'm just going to take a quick intermission here and just explain what I'm doing. I put this mid-span beam up. It's actually at the perfect height that I want it to be. It's going the right direction. It's not tilted one way or another. It's level. It's actually in a really perfect spot. So I have it securely in place, but not permanently in place, in a perfect place for me to start test fitting my floor joists, just to make sure that all of the measurements that I did over the last few days are accurate, and this is exactly where I want items to be. So let's put up a couple floor joists and see how it works. Trying to figure out how much to notch it. You can see how much of a rise it has right here. I need this joist to be 3/4 of an inch below the top of this piece of 9/16 inch plywood. I don't know if that's going to be level. It seems like that's not going to be right. That doesn't seem right. It seems very, very wrong. Just realized this is wrong. This is backwards. It was sticking 3 inches up, so 3 inches has to come off the bottom, not off of the, and then 3/4 of an inch for the still too much. It's actually level. All right, that's cool. All right, the moment of truth. Survey says it's flush. Oh my gosh. And that's level. Okay, so all of my measurements that I did over the last few days are accurate. So now what I need to do is mark the layout of the 16 on center floor joists and level to this floor joist, not with the tongue and groove, not with the subfloor on it, but level to the floor joist itself. Okay, that's exciting. All right. Still got a couple other problems to think about though.